Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I don't quite know what's going on here. I just clicked one button too many there and I ended the broadcast before it actually sort of started. So, I don't know whether whether I've got another chat going here or not, or what's happening. Anyway, we did have chat, but is that the one? Current chat address. Okay, it should be. Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm sort of here, I think. Hang on. I've just gotta I'm working on it. Right. What's happening? Right. I think we're live. And okay, I think we've got chat. So yep, I'm just right. And let's check the desktop audio now. Right. I think we're live.
Hello, Maurieo. Morris O'Neill here, also known as Maurieo.
Yep, I'm just
got my contact details there. So if you want to contact me,
seem to get some
perhaps you'd like me to
moving.
make a small video about what a problem you're having, be it relation to surveying, maths, or anything really. I'll have a go. If I know, I'll certainly give it a go.
Okay, all good.
Regarding my photograph there,
let's get
that's
cracking.
me in 1972.
Never mind all that.
I've changed a bit since then, so I'm not hoping to
okay,
raise
well,
there.
Tonight,
so
welcome Moz. I just
I
over-clicked there and clicked on end clicked twice
Maurieo.
and clicked on ended the buddy live. So yeah, we're all good and going now. So how are you? How was pizza night? I hope there was no stray pineapple on your pizza. And yes, tonight we have Mario's 10 questions about spectacles. So here we go. The first question. The earliest known use of corrective lenses, spectacles, dates to the late 13th century in Italy, where monks and scholars used convex glass lenses to read manuscripts. Well, we have our Italian expert in the house. Any truth in this? Pizza was good. Okay. Right. I think that could well be true. All right. Well, it sounds to me as a sort of could be a fairly universal sort of thing that occurred. The first documented spectacles appeared around 1286, 1300 in northern Italy, Pisa, Florence area. Scholars, monks and scribes used convex plus lenses for presbyopia, age-related near vision loss. The Dominican friar Alessandro della Spina is credited with making them public, while Salvino Diamati is often named as the inventor in early records. Before this, single lenses, reading stones, were used since the 11th century, but paired spectacles were an Italian invention. Okay, there we go. Well, there we go. 1 up for Italy. Pisa. Okay. As we go for the Italian word for spectacles is occhiali. Occhiali. And the first documented pair was made around 1286 in Pisa or Florence by Salvino di Amati or Alessandro della Spina. Right. Well, they sort of answered that in the first question, but either or, one of the two is responsible. You're right. Sort of close to Armani, but our mate, the Australian Italian, Salvino Armate. Yes, right, true. You didn't pronounce it too well. Oh well. Yeah, we'll get on. We'll get on with that. Occhiali. Oh. Occhiali. Oh. Okay. Right, T for true. Let's hope it's true then. Yes. Occhiali is the Italian term for eyeglasses from occhi, the eyes. The earliest written record comes from 1286, sermon by the Dominican friar Giordano de Rivalta, who credited either Salvino Armati, often listed as inventor, or Alessandro della Spina, who made them publicly known, with creating the first wearable pair in Pisa, Florence, around 1286. This marks the birth of modern spectacles. Right, next up, we're moving right on. Benjamin Franklin invented bifocal lenses in 1784 by cutting the lower half of reading glasses and the upper half of distance glasses and gluing them together. Benjamin Franklin. Quite the inventor. And is he the face of the $100 note? I think he is. Ben Franklin. Fly a kite for Ben in an electrical storm. Wow. And he's gluing glasses, and sounds like my kind of guy, actually. Bit of this and a bit of that. Benjamin Franklin. Teeth true. Moz, I agree with Moz. Moving right along. Yes. Good old Benjamin Franklin. I don't know, is he one of the ones on the Mount Rushmore? I'm not sure. Yes, Ben Franklin, frustrated by switching between two pairs of glasses, one for distance, one for reading, invented bifocals around 1784. He described cutting the lenses horizontally and joining the halves convex lower segment for near and concave upper for distance. He wrote about it in letters to friends, and the design quickly spread. Modern bifocals use a seamless line or progressive addition lenses, but Franklin's split method started it all. Okay, next question. 3 from 3. As we go to the next question. So far, so good with Grok. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I just want to do the questions maybe once a week. And the web crap of the week, I'm looking to do that on a Friday. Modern spectacle frames are most commonly made from acetate, a type of plastic derived from cotton and wood pulp. Titanium, stainless steel, or TR90, a lightweight, flexible nylon-based material. I'm happy with that. And so I'm looking for a third option for Wednesdays. I've got Web Crap of the Week on Fridays, 10 questions on Monday. Not quite sure what I'm on something a bit different for Wednesday, but yeah, I'm just working on that one. Just have to see. It might be just 10 questions for now, and then we'll see if something else can develop something to fill in there. So question 4, just to make it a bit of variety and less yeah, pronunciation's not my strong point in any language, so so what do we got for 4? I just give it a best start. Okay. Oh, did you just? Oh. Yeah. All right. True. Correct. Yes. Acetate, cellulose acetate, is the most popular for stylish, colourful frames due to its workability and comfort. Titanium and stainless steel dominate premium, lightweight, hypoallergenic designs. TR90 thermoplastic resin is widely used for sporty, durable frames because it's super flexible, lightweight, and impact resistant. These materials replaced older tortoiseshell, horn, or heavy metal frames in modern eyewear. Did they actually use tortoise shells? Good Lord. I know they use that thing. How many tortoises gave up their shells or were made homeless for the sake of spectacles, eyewear, glasses? Grave concern. Yes, the environment. The pince-nez style of spectacles clipped onto the nose without earpieces was extremely popular in the 19th and early 20th centuries and was famously worn by Theodore Roosevelt and Mahatma Gandhi. I don't think Mahatma Gandhi did the pince-nez. I'm pretty sure his ones had legs. It is the clipped one, I know, but I don't think Mahatma Gandhi wore those. All the Australian tortoises live in tents. Oh, right. Yes. I think there's a touch of untruth in this one. I've never seen Mahatma Gandhi with the ones that balance on your nose, the pince-nez. You reckon it's true? All right, I'll go with that, Moz, but I'm not 100% convinced on this one. I think there's a sort of. I haven't not seen a picture of. No, it's crude. I'll shut up then. Yes, pince-nez or pinch nose in French. Pince-nez probably. Glasses are hugely fashionable from the 1840s to the 1830s, especially among intellectuals, politicians, and professionals. Theodore Roosevelt wore them constantly, often seen in photos with his famous grin. And Mahatma Gandhi wore round pince-nez throughout his life, making them iconic symbols of both men. The style fell out of favour after World War II, when earpiece frames become more comfortable and practical. I have not seen a photograph of Mahatma Gandhi with the pince-nez on. But anyway, we managed to navigate that one very successfully. Due to my being unable to convince Moz that it was false and it was actually true. So, oh well. 5 true. Modern spectacle frames are most commonly made. We've had that one. That was question 4. You've gone backwards. Q6, please. Whilst Grok is able to come up with all sorts of theories on quantum physics, nuclear fusion, and that sort of thing, he's unable to count. In ancient Rome, Emperor Nero is said to have used an emerald as a monocle to watch gladiator fights because he believed the green stone reduced glare and improved vision. Nero. Yes, the Emperor Nero. He wasn't too bad. Oh no, he's the one that fiddled while Rome burned. Yes. So, bit of a weirdo. A woke Roman. Something like that. Don't know. Nero. It's probably nearsighted. Nero. Yes. Saw everything in green screen. Wow. Well. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on this. I think I wasn't around, so true. Nero had no fiddle. It's a myth. It might be metaphorical. It might be metaphorical. True. According to Roman history, Pliny the Elder, Natural History book number 37, Emperor Nero watched gladiatorial games through a large emerald, Samagatus, held to his eye. Pliny notes Nero preferred it because his eyesight was poor and he believed the green stone soothed and sharpened vision, possibly reducing glare or acting as a primitive tinted lens. While likely exaggerated, this is one of the earliest recorded uses of a lens-like object for vision correction or comfort. Good old Nero. Wow, he wouldn't have been able to fiddle while he was holding his emerald in front of his eye. Next. Question 7 from the, here we go, 7, question 7. Oh, no, Q7. Oh. I don't know, Grok. Comes after 6, just before 8. Anti-reflective coatings on spectacle lenses were first developed in the 1930s and work by creating destructive interference or reflective light, making lenses nearly invisible and reducing glare. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Anti-reflective coatings. Yeah, for Mr. Well, I don't think Nero had one of those, but yeah, this is next level, I guess. Anti-reflective, um, polarizing, mirror glasses, 1930s. Yeah, who knows? And on binoculars as well, I think. Possibly even theodolites, all sorts of things. Coatings on the lenses based on some, maybe, not sure about the timing. Yes, okay, we'll go with true. I think true's pretty much the default setting, but yeah, timing, true. Timing could be the issue here with this one. Yeah. Correctness. Yes, the first practical anti-reflective AR coatings were developed by Carl Zeiss in the 1930s. Alexander Spectacular patented multi-layer coatings in 1935. They use thin film interference. The coating thickness is a quarter wavelength of light, causing reflective rays from the top and bottom of the coating to cancel each other out. Destructive interference. This reduces glare, improves light transmission up to 90%, makes lenses look clearer, and cuts reflections for better night vision and aesthetics. Modern AR coatings are multi-layer vacuum deposited. Yeah, Zeiss made some, actually I've got a Zeiss level in my garage, and yeah, they made some great survey equipment, optical levels and things. So Carl Zeiss. Yes. Next. Wonder if he'll get it right. Carl Zeiss Jena. Zeiss. And cameras as well. Okay, the largest pair of spectacles ever made, verified by Guinness World Records, measures 1.8 meters wide and 0.8 meters high, and was created in India in 2017. Well, there you go. If it's trivia you want, that is trivia. 1.8 meters wide. Wow. Yeti glasses. Put those on your nose, maybe. Could be pretty interesting, I would think. Yes. Hard to know. 2017. I can't say I saw it anywhere, but yeah. Maybe someone should try and break that record. 1.85 meters wide. 0.83 high. Something like that. Just to make it, you know, so much better. 8, because answers seem to be always true. Number 8, question 8. Have you been studying the patterns? Right. And oh no. Right. Rebus carbon. This is correct. Guinness World Records certified the largest spectacles on 20th December 2017 in Kerala, India. Made by the Lions Club of Thodpaloosa. Oh no. They measured 1.8 by 0.8. Frame only, no lenses. Oh well. They were displayed during an eye care awareness event. The previous record was a smaller pair from the US. Wow. Yes. True, because the answers seem to be always true. Oh, there we go. All right. Q9. All right. Well, we're 8 from 8, so is there going to be a false one tonight? Spectacles with photochromic lenses that darken in sunlight were invented in the 1960s by scientists at Corning Glassworks using silver halide crystals embedded in the glass. I've heard of Corning Glassworks, so I'm going to go true with that. Photochromic lenses. They darken in sunlight. Yeah, Corningware. I think it's more of a, I thought more cooking than glasses, but I mean, hell. Yeah, it's all see-through, isn't it? Pretty transparent. T for true on the 10 questions about spectacles. All right. Trying to move it through as quickly as we can, but yeah, I don't know. True, correct. Yes, Corning Glassworks, now Corning Incorporated, developed the first commercial photochromatic lenses in 1966. Trademarked as Photo Grey. The technology uses silver halide, AgCl, or AgBr, microcrystals suspended in the glass. UV light from the sun excites the silver ions, causing them to separate and form silver particles that darken the lens. Indoors, away from UV, they fade back to clear. Modern versions use organic photochromatic dyes for faster transitions and color options. Pyrex glasses, yes. Corning Glassworks. All right. And next for the final. All right, 9 from 9, Pyrex glasses. Well, I've heard of Coca-Cola bottoms, you know, like glasses as thick as Coca-Cola bottles. Talking about, oh God. Q10. Right. On the 14th of February 1966. Oh, that's when Australia's dollars and cents. In Japanese culture, the term migain for glasses is sometimes used affectionately or humorously, and there is even a migain festival celebrating people who wear glasses. I've got a migain headache. My glasses I wore someone else's glasses. Well, 9 out of 10 questions are true. Is it going to be 10 out of 10, or is this just complete and utter bullshit? Who knows? A migain festival. Oh well. We'll find out soon. Soon as. True. Japs loves festivals. Yes. T for true. Okay. Come on, grok. Grinding away there. Oh, God. Q10. Come on, grok. Come on, Brad. What the hell? Damn. Shouting at, correct. Yes. is the casual Japanese word for glasses. It's often used endearingly. Glasses are cool, sexy, or humorously in anime, manga, and everyday slang. The Migain Festival is a real event held in Sabi, Fuku Prefecture, Japan's eyewear capital since 2010. It celebrates glasses wearers with parades, contests, Miss Migain, photo ops, and events honouring eyewear fashion, culture, and industry. 10 out of 10. Visionary master of spectacles. Perfect score. You nailed it. Alrighty, there we go. We've done. Show us your grok. Yes. Okay, well, we did pretty well on that one. This has been Mario's 10 questions about spectacles. And now let's get on with the show. And we'll cross over to some, well, I'm calling them memes from Moz42, Far North Queensland. Let's put them on the screen. First up, this one here. It has no sound. Transfender identifies as a straight white panel. Well, sometimes someone's gone to the trouble of putting that on. One wonders, okay, why it's not white and it's on a white vehicle, and why it's got bumps and bends in it when it looks like it's obviously been added on. But these questions and more will be answered at a later date. Okay, next up. Now, is this the Australian Prime Minister? It is, I think. Albo to ban pencils. The pencils cause Bondi, he preached at the Opera House forecourt last night. Poor bastard. You do feel slightly sorry for them. Then you laugh and you think, well, they chose that career, didn't they? Oh dear. He could have shaved his legs. Ban pencils. Factostrophy. Factostrophy. It's a situation when any and everything can go wrong, and it can be usually traced back to an asshole. An asshole. Yes. Factostrophy. That's a better. Factostrophy. I think that's better. Brilliant. Had a handful of them already. Says Shalagala. Jeez. Bad night for pronunciation. Here comes the train. You can't believe everything you hear these days. You can't believe anything these days.
Why do men ask for a woman's hand in marriage?
They're tired of using their own.
Why do men ask for a woman's hand in marriage?
They're tired of using their own.
Why do men ask for a woman's hand in marriage?
They're tired of using their own.
Why do men ask for a woman's hand in marriage?
They're tired of using their own.
Right. Okay. This reporter He wants to ban AI because he gets depicted in a bikini. Yeah. I think, isn't he in the isn't it lining up with Keir Starmer as well in England, I think? This reporter is standing in 3 feet of global warming. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. That is we've amassed 24,000 data sets on climate and energy. They prove comprehensively that there is no change in climate, only inherent natural variability. That is fraudulently misrepresented out of context to portray change. Variability is natural. Right. At my age, I've seen it all, heard it all, done it all. I just can't remember it all. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, that's the sound. What was her name? It's gorgeous. That I know. Is that Billy Connolly? No, I don't think so. Melting points. Gold. 1948 degrees Fahrenheit. Titanium. 3,034 degrees Fahrenheit. Tungsten. 6,177 degrees Fahrenheit. Any opinion that's not their own? Oh. Is there nothing? Any opinion that's not their own? Oh, I see. That is the melting point. With great power comes a large electricity bill. That's true. So true. That ain't that the truth, as they say in America. Right. Your final exam will be to figure out how to use an analog clock and a rotary phone. Don't worry, I have written the directions for you in cursive. I'm a teacher and we teach cursive in Texas. Students can always practice outside of school. Plenty of workbooks and free online resources. Hopefully there's a grading curve. Good luck. We didn't teach our kids how to do something they're going to test on. We think that's funny. This is brilliant. Wow. What about showing that you can drive a stick shift? And read a road map. Yeah, but you've got GPS. Yeah, it's funny. You've got people with road maps that can fold them perfectly and read them, and then people with but can't work a GPS, and then the other way round. I don't know. Do you need to do both? What happened? You're gone. The live screen recording is not available. Yeah, I clicked the switch to start the broadband is the same one as the one to start the live, and there's a little bit of a lag sometimes, which I usually manage. So I clicked start and it didn't go, so I clicked it again, so it started and then stopped. Damn it. Right. That's there. Now, just a couple more to get us through. Teacher. Teacher, give me one benefit of It has nice packaging. Yes. Right. Yes, well. There's equally as there is people that can't read the old, I think there's an equal number of people that who can't read the old technology as there is of people who can't use the new technology. I was in a Chinese restaurant and I was thinking about how a small duck is called a duckling. And I cancelled my order of dumplings. Yeah. This is a joke from my first comedy album, Vegan Mind Meld, that came out in 2010. So far, I've come by watching my most recent comedy special, Rennie, which came out on YouTube 2025. In cold weather, do you get a prickling sensation? Right. Okay, one more. Oh. Oh, good. Okay. Well, thank you, Moz. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you again. I burn my sausages when I cook. The smoke gets rid of vegan spirits. Meat is becoming incredibly expensive over here. Yeah. You almost have to lock your sausages in a safe somewhere. It's so expensive. Bunnings will go bankrupt. Yes, this has been a Maurieo presentation recorded live in our lovely little studio in downtown Ngaruahia. The Big Smoke in Aotearoa, New Zealand, a place where Kiwis live, in a paradise we like to call God's own country. Good night and good gardening to you all. Cheers. See you. Thanks, Moz. We'll catch you on the other side. Bloody expensive, and it's going to get worse. Good night and